Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another stream. So good to have you here. Let me just do a quick-ish check on my own phone to see, if this is any good. Because audio sometimes messes up. So I want to know what this looks like. I think it's good though. Sounds fine. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me once again. We're doing another Path of Exile stream. It is Friday morning, and after we go into game, you see my character over here. This is my very ugly hideout, but it is functional. So let me get my minions out, and then we're gonna start. I'm gonna be doing a bit of delving. I think that's what we'll start with. And once I run out of sulfite, then we go back into mapping. I got quite a bunch of master missions. I got some other stuff. I can give you a little rundown of the character. Currently level 94. Trying to get to 95, I suppose. But, every time I die, I lose so much experience that it just kind of hurts. So, fine. We might never reach it. But that's okay. Yeah, in terms of gear, we've done one upgrade since last stream, I think. This wand +1 to level of all minion skill gems, which is pretty good. Hey Garth, good morning, man. How are you doing? So I was pretty happy with this wand. It could do better. I think I should be able to put like an exalt on it as well if I want to. But then you just get another random modifiers. There's really not that many good ones. I messed up with another wand as well. I thought I could actually craft still a minion modifier on it, and I couldn't for some reason. It's super weird. I'll show you. At least it was weird to me. Yeah, I'm doing fine too, man. My voice is a little messed up because of like New Year's Eve. The party was like relatively civilized, but yeah, for some reason. Here, I bought this wand, right? And it wasn't cheap either. Like I spent like 80 chaos on it or something. And if I look at this wand, right, this horror spire convoking wand, I've been doing something wrong here. Here, I'm looking at the modifiers, right? So it's 2 prefixes and 1 suffix and a mastercrafted suffix, right? So I thought, okay, nice, I can put minion damage on this, right, using the crafting bench, because that is the 3rd prefix, and I can't, right? I couldn't. See, this item already has a mod of this type, and it's just not true. I don't get it. There's no minion damage over here. See, it's so weird. I don't get why I can't craft additional damage on this wand. I can only do this one, but that one sucks. So I basically wasted a bunch of chaos. You can only have 1 craft on an item. Yeah, but shouldn't I be able to remove it? I should, right? Unless you open up the Pale Court map and get the multi-mod. Yeah, but why can't I scour this? How's that thing called? Why can't I remove the craft? I don't get it. Because normally you would assume that, like, I can craft this, and then isn't that then fine? I'm confused. You need an orb of scouring. Yeah, but why doesn't the orb of scouring doesn't show up here? Isn't that weird? You just need to click replace and it will do it. Okay, let me... There's also a single replace thing, right? Here, remove crafted mods. Okay, so now it doesn't have any mods crafted anymore. Let's go to minion again. See, we can't. I can't for some reason. See? I can't put it on there. I don't know why. Here, it already has a mod of this type. No, they're not prefixes. They're not all prefixes. One of them is a suffix. Here. See, the third one is a suffix. The suffix modifier of evolution, tier 1. I honestly don't understand this. But it's made the weapon relatively useless. That is a problem, I suppose. And I can craft other prefixes on it, right? Just not the minion one. So maybe there's like a limit to how many minion affixes you can craft on a single wand. But still, you know, this one has the same thing. This is basically the same wand, right? And here I could craft damage on it. This is basically the same wand. I think the minion gens and minion damage are considered the same type of affix. Yeah. I think spell damage is considered the same thing. Because the other ones I have over here. It's exactly the same one, right? See? The elemental resistances I have. The damage crafted one. And the modifier. What is the item level? The item level 85. You know, that's high enough. And this is also 85. Like, these are basically the same ones. Apart, the only thing that is not the same is spell damage. So it's probably the spell damage, right? So I think they see spell damage and minion damage is the same thing. But I mean, spell damage doesn't impact minions, right? If I have like plus 50 spell damage, my minions don't do 50% more damage, right? I don't think that's how that works. So, yeah. But it's okay, like that's how we learn, I suppose. So we'll put it up for sale for, I don't know, 70 chaos. Yeah, that's weird. I didn't get that one, but it's fine, you know. Yeah, so what was I talking about? Well, my character. So that's the character. It's got one upgrade, and the rest is just still the same. I'm pretty sure that this chainmail is going to be my like end game chainmail. To be honest, it's pretty decent, you know. I could maybe do with a better Stygian Vice. Maybe. It would be nice if it had some chaos resistance on it, for example, and maybe a bit more life. The rest is kind of meh. This is not too bad. It's got a bunch of resistances. It doesn't have life though. So if I could have these gloves but then with life, that would probably help quite a bit. So maybe I should shop around for that at some point in time. And then we have the boots. Boots are fine. They make me very fast as well. I like the enchant on it too. The movement speeds if you haven't been hit. I'm not getting hit an awful lot as a summoner, right? And then these rings are also really not bad. So yeah, and the bone, this one I crafted myself. Also pretty happy with it. Like, you know, +2 level socket minion. You could probably get better than this if I really want to pay a bunch of currency for it. Well, we'll see. We're basically farming. I'm farming some gems in the offhand, and I did your advice basically. So I made all my gems 20%, and they've just reached they've just reached the max level again. So now my question is, should I Val Orb this? So what if I corrupt this, right? Is there also a chance that it breaks? Or what am I supposed to do with like these level 20 gems? Am I supposed to Val Orb just all of them? Like corrupt all of them? I would like some advice on that, because if they have a chance of breaking, that's not gonna be great, right? Because it takes like 2 days before they're level 20. And my damage will suffer significantly as well. Yes, it can break down in level. It can increase in level and it can increase and decrease in quality. Okay, so it's really gambling. Yeah, that kind of sucks. It's a risk. Which is why yeah, it's okay. So I did do that. But then we have to figure out... Okay, so these are... But yeah, I may not have leveled the best ones. So I leveled Raise Spectre. Alright. Faster Casting and Raise Zombie. So these two now I should re-level. Yeah, this I just leveled for selling, I suppose. And the shield and the minion life, right? Yeah, Siege Ballista was a bad idea. I didn't have enough dexterity to level any of that. Faster casting, yeah, faster casting. That might just sell for a decent price, right? Level 20, faster casting. I thought that might just sell. Okay, so let's get these gem cutter thingies. So we're going to re-level all of these. That's fine. I can do the same thing with the faster casting, by the way. Why not, huh? Yeah, you then Val the spare gems, right? If it works, you can Val the others. Only level the gems you need until the best gem. Yeah. Yeah, we will. Alright, alright. Yeah, and the skeletons is already a Val one, but I am apparently collecting cards that give you a level 21 Val summon skeleton. So, that's not too bad. Okay. Isn't it weird that if you hover over these guys that they don't actually work? Okay. So I think that's basically it for at least the introduction. So we can definitely do a few upgrades, but overall speaking, you know, build's pretty good. And also pretty complete. I mean, I'm already adding additional points to the skill tree. Right. So we were busy delving. So we're just gonna continue the delving part a little bit and then go back to the tier 14 plus maps. Yeah, this is a juicy part. Do I still have yeah, okay. We're full on the flares and everything as well. Yeah, this leveling is gonna be very fast now. So these are level 82-ish monsters. What character are you currently playing, Garth? And I found this build like super suitable for delving as well. It's really nice delving like this. I have come at a point where you do need to take like a bit of precautions to like not get one shot, because some of these guys explode apparently.
I need more mana.
Not entirely sure how it goes, but slowly like my health whittles down at these instances. So now I need to see. And you kind of don't want to die at like a 3 Azurite part over there. Yeah, it's that blue stuff, but everything's blue here, so it's not that easy to see. You get your boss killer, a gladiator lacerate build. That sounds like a bleed build. Your delve character, Herald of Agony, a raider and a mapper. Scourge arrow. And they're all level 85? Okay. Yeah, I heard Scourge arrow is pretty good. I have another character which is a Deadeye. An explosive arrow Deadeye, and I can't get it to work. Like, that build just seems bad. The damage is just not there. I'm following a build guide and everything. It's just not good. Whereas like this is a build guide too. This works perfectly well, right? It says everything that the build, like it does everything the build guide promises basically. Sketcher was this league is a bit bad due to the change of gem and increase the defense of the mobs. Yeah. Well, I feel that explosive arrow also didn't take that into account. So it was like leveling and everything, it was super nice. Like it was super smooth, and up until like tier, let's say 8 maps, super smooth. And then afterwards it just fell off. Like I'm doing level like tier 10 maps with that character, it's horrible. Like, and even mobs don't really die instantly anymore, and then the metamorphs, I just can't kill them sometimes. And if I can, it just takes ages. Like it takes me 30 seconds, a minute, sometimes 2-3 minute fights with a metamorph using barrage. It's just not good. Just doesn't really work. I hope this goes somewhere, but I guess that's the fun of delving. Here's currency though. Well, we'll see. No, this is an entire new area, I think. Okay, let's not go there. Sometimes these layouts of the delves are a little bit confusing because, see, the car doesn't always take like a logical direction. Which makes it a little weird to figure out like what are like side zones and what are not, right? But maybe that is part of the charm. Cause this is a side zone as well. The Lost Wealth things are good. I feel overall delving is extremely profitable. It seems to some extent. More reliably profitable at least than mapping. With very little investment too. Like basically no investment, right? You don't need to invest anything. Because everything is just coming from the stuff itself. Right, you use your boss killer for reds, but then the clear speed of the boss killer is probably not that great, right? Is that the idea of boss killers, that they're not like great at AoE. Okay, let's blow this up. Two rings, not bad. Okay, here's more. Hey, Mark V. What's up, man? How's life? Happy New Year, guys, by the way. Eh? It's only been, what? It's the 3rd today, isn't it? So that there's I think even like a sort of rule until when you can actually wish people Happy New Year. I'm not totally sure. But, yeah. But the 3rd is definitely still good. I'm sure of it. Oh, it's great. Depends on the build. Ah, okay. Yeah, so what I noticed is that the summoner is like super versatile when it comes to like mapping. Like it is not the fastest. Like it's not the fastest in any of the 3 delve maps or bosses, but it does all of those things, right? Sometimes it takes a little bit longer for one or the other, but usually it's totally fine. Pick it up.
I need more mana.
Almost died for a chaos orb there. Yeah, Happy New Year. You look like an Italian mob. Yeah. Yeah, take care of him. Love the head. Yeah, thanks, man. I also killed Sirius, by the way. Talking about Italian mobsters. I killed Sirius yesterday. It was quite nice, actually. I did remove all awakening levels because I was like, yeah, you know, am I gonna try this on awakening level 6? Nah. And it was my 2nd attempt. So I was like, you know what? Let's not get all the awakening levels up there. Let's just actually try and kill the boss. And I did. Super nice. So that was basically my league goal for this expansion. Oh, wait a minute. That was what I really wanted to do this league, basically, like kill that guy. And we did. So super nice. It's the final boss of this expansion in that sense, basically. And it's not unlikely that it's going to be the final boss in the next couple of leagues as well, just because they're not really implementing new bosses every time. So in that like content-wise, we're basically done with the league, you could argue. But I haven't got all the watchstones yet. For example, I haven't gotten awakening level 8 yet. I'm still at level 6, I think. Yeah. You messed up your atlas. You've been mapping for 5 days, so waste over 100 maps. Still haven't got a serious spawn yet. Yeah, you get one at, what was it, 16? I think it was. Hey, Rivi, morning, man, and also to you, Happy New Year, man. I hope you're doing well. Okay, well, we'll keep going right. I'm not sure what's there, but yeah, but when we run out of sulfite, we just go back to mapping, and I think I have influence in one of the 4 things, so we'll be running a few of those maps to try and spawn the poison guy. We have influence with the poison guy.
I need more mana.
Yeah. Ah, you just bought Wilson. A bit exhausted with Path of Exile. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, Wilson, that's gonna be soon, eh? Like the 30th of January, I think they said. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it is like, I don't think it's going to be like a bad purchase for Wilson, because even though the game has had its issues, I had like a good, I don't know, like 6 to 8 hours of fun at least. And you know, they have a bit of a bad reputation when it comes to like keeping their word and everything, so I hope the release will have what they promised it has, right? Because it could not have, and then yeah, that would suck. But if it does, you can level all the way up to level 90, which seems pretty insane, because now the level cap is 20. So yeah, quite interesting. Right, Garf's chasing challengers, yeah. Oh, you're chasing challenges, yeah. Oh, I am not doing that at all. I think one of you told me that was the 30th, yeah. Enjoying it, but does seem light on content. Yeah, it is light on content. My video should have told you that as well. No, it is light on content, and I thought it was not only light on content, but it was getting like stale relatively quickly, because yeah, what I view as content is just things to do, right? And then it's not only light on content, in my opinion. Oh fuck, I don't have flares anymore. It's also let's say light on things like skills or build options because of that, or other like loot to tweak around with, right? There's if what I enjoy a lot, not so much in PoE yet because this game is extremely complicated, but in games like, let's say, Last Epoch, right? What I really like in Last Epoch is, for example, coming up with new builds. And you can do that because there's plenty of options, right? And in Waltz, that's just also not really the case. So that's a bit of a shame. And a missed opportunity, if you ask me. Okay, let's get some flares. Yeah, your Fizz told me that. Yeah, it did. I couldn't resist the sale in the end. How much did you pay for it? Okay, let's get these things. I'm just saving up on Azurite, by the way, just before, at the time I need them, right? I have it. So we're now capped out. See, 152. We should probably upgrade that once. And then this also. Okay. We're going here. I just want to get like as deep as we can, I suppose. 20 pounds. That's fine, right? That's fine. Seems to be either crit or ailment. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Whatever. Yeah, it has some good systems too. Like, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed. Especially the idea that your skills depend on the weapon type that you choose, right? So I was more of like a bruiser melee kind of character. I don't even really know the class anymore, to be honest. But at some point I was like, you know, I think about getting a little bit of different skills. So I just equipped 2 daggers, and that worked perfectly well. And then those daggers allowed me to deploy a cannon, for example, like a cannon and like some other funky stuff. So and then if you equip 1 dagger and like 1 axe or something, then you have a little bit of variety. But the build, like the skills itself, have hardly any variety, right? And I also found the passive wheel to be a bit lackluster, to be honest. Like the passive wheel didn't do much for me either. Alright, long delve. I've also set my loot filter, by the way, to be extremely strict. Because I was just getting completely fed up with like looting and selling stuff. So now when something drops and it is an item, it is apparently very good. At least according to my loot filter. Bloody hell. And but not only that, I tweaked my own loot filter as well. So I kept going back and forth tweaking my loot filters. And so hardly anything drops anymore. But when it does, you know, it should be good. And I left mostly like the currency things intact, because that seems like something that you want to have regardless, and it's easy to loot. Like, you don't have to sell it. And I've started like selling maps and things like that, just to make some currency. Because I think that I'm not gonna go, at least this league, I'm not gonna go too much into like things like crafting and everything. I know now the very basics of crafting, but I have all these fossils and all these things. Maybe at some point I'll try and use them on an item. That's like a cool item, I don't know. But, and just waste some currency to like learn, right? That's never a bad idea, I suppose. But otherwise I'm just gonna buy stuff from other people who know what they're doing. And then use the time to farm, right? Farm the currency, do it that way. Seems like a relatively solid tactic for someone like who doesn't really know the game all that well. So we're getting these fossils and stuff. But yeah, I know theoretically how they work, but I actually never crafted anything with them. They need a one-handed wand. They need a one-handed wand for the magic class. Yeah, yeah. The Gate of Fate seems just lackluster, right? I mean, it is sort of like a nice twist that you can turn them. I'm not sure if you knew that, but you can turn them around. You can rotate each of the 3 rings. Oh, that's apparently a good one. A corroded fossil. You can rotate the rings and then, yeah, get yourself some variety that way. But the main thing with the nodes is that they're just all passive nodes and not interesting ones, right? 5% health, 8% crit, like hardly any cool abilities that you have in PoE, right? Here, there's some super cool things you can do with the wheel, and yeah, in Walton it wasn't really that. Wait for streamers private league to come out with no magic, rare, often drop. Then you have to craft your own gear, and that's how I learned. Ah. I see. I mean, I can craft a bit, you know, but only but not necessarily using the fossils yet. Yeah, I've been playing a bit with that, but I'm only level 11, right? No, right? You don't feel excited getting to a node, whereas PoE, for me, that definitely has that. This was a huge delve, by the way. We got 1 unique out of it. So this is how strict my loot filter is. See, and this is what is actually dropping. So I am not picking up anything. It might be a little bit too strict, to be honest, but I kind of like it, right? It works pretty well for me. Alright, I think we just keep going down. Unless we see something super cool. I don't know, is a breach cool? Maybe. Maybe. Let's get some more flares. Do I need to dump something here? No. We can also take this route for a bunch of sulfite. Here's currency too. Currency nodes are usually pretty decent, I found. But I think usually down is the way to go. Right? Because you'll encounter those things anyway. Alright, for now let's visit that breach, we'll see. At a station in the league with the high maps you're running, your loot filter is doing its job. Yeah. No, I think so too. I think at the start of the league this strict would be a terrible idea, but right now I've dropped, like, the things that I've dropped I've sold for like 20-30 chaos, which is worth it, right? That seems like fine to me. 20 to 30 chaos, and then it also is like not terrible to get out of a map and trade. And I'm like overpricing a little bit as well, I feel, because not that many things are selling. Depends. But I saw a bow and I looked it up on like PoE trade. Now I'm actually trying to learn that way as well, right? So I'm just going on PoE trade. I'm filling in all the affixes and all those thingies. And then try and figure out, like, okay, what is the value of an item like this, right? So there's a bow in my inventory, or in my sales stash, and I thought it was worth like an awful lot, because a similar bow was like 5 Exalt. It was just a rare bow, by the way, but with very good modifiers. At least I thought they were. Okay, let's not. Yeah, let's just not die. That's the main thing here. But I kept pricing it down now. Is my thingy here? No. Where's my card? Oh, here's my card. Come on. By now, a lot of people are either done with the league, right? Gone to hardcore, level different builds. Right. Trade dies off in the second month. Yeah, so I think you just want to be making currency. Maybe not even using trading, but just like looting. And then only like the extremely good things you're trading. Oh wait, I should actually like maybe. But breach in these things, this doesn't seem very good. There's hardly any space for a breach. These splinters also seems like very not worth it, if you ask me. Yeah, but it's almost a closed off area. That was pretty bad. Yeah, these splinters. I'm not sure about these splinters. Like, we're running out of sulfite as well, right? Yeah, we can do one more maybe. Let's go down there. We'll do one more, and then I'll show you guys like the sort of stuff that I'm trying to sell, and you can comment on that. Okay, we still got 5 flares. Ouch. I don't see anything though. Is this a room without loot? I also tried to stop like using the map like this, right? Where you have like the map in front of you, basically in the middle of your screen. It just looks so cluttered. And I feel, but I'm not totally sure that's true, but I feel the performance is less as well when you use your map like that. And I have a pretty powerful PC, so when I'm just playing the game I don't need to worry too much about performance. But yeah, with this it's kind of nice, and you can see what's going on as well, right? That's worth something. You can see the chests, the loot, the flare cases, that kind of thing. Yeah, 100 splint stone to the breach stone. Yeah, I have that. I have a few breach stones, and I ran some of them as well. Yeah, the stone gun is a map device. I did that, right? And that's the loot you're after. Yeah, so I have a few of those things. But then I don't know what to do with them, right? So I have like Xov's stone, and I have another one's stone. They're like they look a bit like the things you put in the Christmas tree, right? Okay, let's stock up before we go. Am I buying an upgrade still? Maybe. But it's not necessary, really. Like 38,000 sulfite is enough. That's enough. Okay, let's go to the stately hideout. Yeah, I'll show you, right? So, this is just my currency. What is interesting here? This tab, right? So I have 3 of them. See? And now I have another one. But I'm running these, and there just doesn't seem to be anything really good. To be honest. Let's see what a fragment of eradication is worth. Oh, not bad. 37-ish chaos. Maybe even a bit more. Okay, let's sell that too. Let's price it at 39. You want the Chayola one. The others you run, one of each can be sold. Yeah, but they're worth like hardly anything. That's the thing, right? So if I'm running my macro now here, Excel's Breachstone, 5 chaos, 6 chaos. It's worth 6 chaos. But for 6 chaos, I'm picking up 100 splinters. Right? Yeah, so I don't have the Chayula one. Yeah, these are the Legion ones, I think, right? Those are the Legion ones, because the items that I'm getting from them here, they're these things, right? The Blessing, and you can buy him for 2 chaos. Blessing of Xolf, also 2 chaos. So that seems like a bad investment. And I don't even know here. Upgrades a breach unique item to a more powerful version. Okay. Yeah, Legion 1 you need 4 different ones to put in your map device. To give you an extra slot in your map device, really? Oh. Interesting. But I have none of those. Yet. And what if I run all 4 of these? Anything happens? Like if I run all 4 of these? I don't think you can, right? Right. So this is the area that we're trying to trigger. Glenic Cairns. Alright, let's do Glenic. Oh, my typing. I'm not sure if the tier even matters all that much, to be honest. Okay, lava chambers. Plaza. What does matter is what I learned yesterday from another stream, and I noticed it as well, is that it really matters if you are how long ago it was the last time you ran the map. So if I can find a map that has the Glenic tag, right, such as, you know, a race course. I haven't run race course in ages, right? Then let's try that actually. So I haven't run a race course in ages. Now, if you then run a race course, you have a very big chance of actually proccing the dude, right? The Conqueror. So let's see if that's true. So yesterday that worked actually very well for me. I was like trying to run maps that I hadn't run in a while, right? Worked pretty well. I'm not sure if just tier 11 can still proc the guy, but I think they can. No, I don't think they can, because they're not an official map there, are they? What is the lowest tier here that I'm running? 14. Right, so it only works with 14, right? It shouldn't work with tier 11. No, it's only tier 14 plus, right? Okay. But the other ones are tier 14 plus, right? Yeah. Okay. So Glenek. What is a map I haven't run in a while? Armory. Okay. So there's really only a few modifiers that are really bad for me, and everything else is basically fine, right? So feed, that's all fine. That's all fine. That's fine too. Temporal change, I just hate it. You can do it, but I just hate it. That's fine as well. I really don't want temporal change. Okay, good. And are we doing we're just running Nico master missions, I think. Nothing fancy. You could I've been testing around a little bit with things like Beyond, basically. I've been trying out Beyond quite a bit, and I am just not sure if it's profitable. Because this is not a juiced up map whatsoever, right? I'm not using chisels on it. It's just an alchemy orb and that's it, right? Maybe a chaos to change it around. And then I'm spending another 5 chaos for a Beyond boss, and I'm not getting a whole lot of returns from it, it seems. Right? It seems. And my build isn't great for Legion. Like, I don't have a build like an arc build or something that is just like proccing all over the place, right? And like 2-shotting the entire Legion when they spawn. Or like when you need to tag them. My minions are a little slow on the Legion thing. So Legion is not great. I can't consistently tag the entire Legion and the generals and everything, which is kind of an issue. So I'm usually going with Beyond. Once you get the influence spawns, it doesn't matter what tier? What tier you run? Are you sure? Can I proc the guy with tier 11? Even though that's not in the map? But here I should have a decent chance actually that I proc him, because I haven't run Armory in a while. And apparently the chance is 33%. Once you do. I'm also very unconvinced by the way, these corrupted file areas. Like, very, very unconvinced that it is any good, to be honest. There's just hardly anything in there. You can proc with T1, really? Ah. But that's interesting then. Because then those tier 11 maps are not the worst. Right? They can still proc tier 13. They actually have a decent chance to proc me tier 13 because my map has been upgraded quite well. I almost have all the bonuses of the regular one. But what is for sure a good idea is that you need to run like variety maps, right? First of all, it's hard to like get a consistent stock of like the same map. That is actually quite tricky, but it's not a good idea either because it reduces your chances, right? So this is the only thing I'm usually getting, like a sacrifice thing, and then sometimes like, yeah, you got these foul gems, but You can round the vault to get the fragments, right? Yeah, that's the only thing, right? You get a fragment. But I get the fragment from other things too. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not totally convinced it's worth the effort for just a fragment. But, yeah, maybe it is. But you can see like the clearing speed of the minion build in its current iteration. It's pretty good, and my tankiness isn't like the worst either. Like I usually don't, at least not get one shot, right? I usually get like a little bit of room, let's say, before actually all hell breaks loose. Right, we got traders too now. Can you see that on stream? No, my overlays, they don't show. None of them, it seems. But, it works pretty well. I have Trade Companion. It's super nice. Like, really nice. What does he want? The Vault of Aziri. That one. What? They left? Hey. Oh. Yo. Thank you. It is pretty quick, right? That took me like what? 30 seconds? That's not the worst. We're pretty much done here. It's 23 monsters. What, was the trade not successful? Yeah, it was successful. Okay. Let's get out of there. Stash as well with nothing in it. Ah, we get a map, we get a metamorph thingy. I usually get currency instead of like things like a unique weapon, but because they just suck, right? Like 99% of the time that they suck, the unique weapons. Like these days, 80% of the time they don't even show up on the loot filter anymore. Oh, Necropolis map. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's how we run them. It's smooth enough, I would argue. And now the question is really like, did the Beyond thing, was it worth it? Was it worth 5 chaos? I'm not sure, man. But yeah, maybe. I mean, we got 3 maps out of it, 11 splinters. You'll never, like, not make a profit. That's not the point. I think you can always enable it beyond, and in the long run, you will always be profitable. But because the maps are, like, relatively weak still. Okay, let's find the guy that's actually keeping them alive. Yeah, that totem over there. I don't know. It feels like maybe it's not profitable. It could be. Okay, but here it's kind of okay, right? Because here you're proccing the Beyond thing like a lot, because look, everybody's basically in the same room. Okay, we need to get to the end though. Before they destroy everything over here. Before they destroy all the evidence.
I'll hem them in. You bashful. Back to the silence. I take it.
Okay. Riker +1, Hillock.
This make any sense to you?
Jagged Maul unique. Okay.
With this new power, this time I've got the upper hand.
Ah, we procced him. Nice. I'm pretty sure that's the third guy as well. It gets a bit messy. Here.
One death.
Have an,
As good as another.
have an undead army. Yeah, the other one, are they walking? Rings of Death. That was just a transport thing, right? Guys, I think that's also coming from the Beyond dudes, actually, to be honest. Can we stop doing that? Yeah, there's like a Beyond boss still over there. Okay. Let's interrogate these guys. I love Betrayal. Yeah, an awesome mechanic.
If you think I'm going to say...
Yeah, I'm not looking too much at the items, to be honest.
Gorichi won't even let you get a weapon out. Best to deal
They
with them
become
now.
rivals. Okay, that's okay.
You lose long ago, Vega. Killing me will bring you no closer
And the
to
other ones
so
come
be it.
trusted. It's
But
fine.
if word of our deal makes it to other ears...
Yeah, so you can influence everything in such a way that, you know, this actually, yeah, you get the items that you want, basically. I am aware of that, and I'm sort of like aware of like how you're supposed to be doing it as well.
Deal is over. Exile.
But oh, you don't want to stand in that. Yeah, but I just can't be bothered, right? If I'm gonna like, let's say, take an interest in all the different mechanics here, and then do them that way, like it's gonna take me ages, right? So I'm just not doing it. So
This work?
unless I completely mess something up, I'm doing it right. But
I'm going
it's
to
fine.
kill you, Giannis.
and you're getting the field things all the time, right? So that's good. I have almost all the enchantments, which is kind of nice. It's more like a vanity thing, I suppose. It's like it's not extremely useful because I only need a few, right? But you know, maybe if some of you actually needs an enchant, I got most of them from the field thingy. See that? So that was a unique, but it doesn't show up on my loot filter anymore because apparently it's like too low tier. And we're not really picking it up either, right? It's just it makes no sense. Someone wants to trade again. Alright. What for? 3 Chaos Orbs. Okay. My Stygian Vise. Yeah, and now watch them figure out that that is corrupted. And then they don't want it anymore. That would be the third time. If that is happening again, I'm just not putting it up for sale again. Because this is just wasting time basically otherwise. Because it is corrupted. I messed it up. I didn't know. Okay, they accepted it. Good. No refunds. Apparently he wants a corrupted Stygian Vise. Or he didn't look properly, but yeah. That is then not my issue, eh? So here, now suddenly, oh, the Beyond thing here is very good because in these maps that are influenced by a Conqueror, you get a shit ton of enemies. Like, they are all over the place. Like, they're everywhere. Here, there's still a boss here. Bloody hell. Like, really, they're everywhere. So it's a very good idea to have then a Beyond running, right? So with that in mind, that I basically don't want to miss out on these kind of things, I'm just running beyond that anyway, because it's probably profitable, right? And it's variance as well, of course. Like, you're dealing with a lot of variance, but I'm running, I don't know, 100 maps a day or something, maybe even a little bit more, because I still have like a bit of a holiday, so it's fine, right? And in terms of like videos and everything, it is slow, guys. Like, I'm doing this weekly roundup thing, right? And there's just nothing to report on. Like, nothing is happening. Oh, it played fast. 5 links. Like, in terms of games that I'm actually tracking, right? There's plenty of things happening, but you can watch also like plenty of other YouTube channels report on that. Like, apparently the WWE 2K wrestling decade bug. I'm not sure if you guys heard that one.
Skittering across the ground. Insects nest in their unlikely allies.
Pretty hilarious. But then you know, just watch like Jim Sterling or Young Yeah, Layman Gaming. The big channels, right? They do all cover all the same stories, which is a shame, I think. And it would be fun if they would cover something, I don't know, a bit less widely known, right? You've seen one video, you've seen them all, basically. I don't really remember this boss either. Oh. Okay, let's just get the army in here. That's probably something I don't want to get hit by. Okay, got him. Yeah, let's go on with this. Currency shards, sure. Divination cards, map item, more currency. I'll take it. Also here, you get a ton of beyond monsters as well, on top of the metamorph. Okay. Yeah, nothing else that's too interesting. Yeah, we procced it. Okay, great. So we can just run that map. No.
I have some good news.
Yeah. Ramparts. All right. So much to learn PoE. Yeah, I started playing during Blight. Not using any third-party mods, having any extra stashes. Right. Some guy gave you tabula rasa. That is super nice. Yeah, it's very good for leveling because it offers you 6 links, right? And a 6 link is kind of nice because otherwise getting a 6 link is really hard to come by. Unless you have to pay for it. I had a tabula rasa drop for me relatively early league, so I leveled all the way up to like level 92 or something with it until, you know, I bought another 6 link for 1 exalt, I think. Yeah, I paid 1 exalt for my current 6 link. It's worth it, you know. Saves me a lot of hassle, gave me a lot of extra stats. But this is just a map that is not modified. There's no modifiers on this. And there you see how easily you actually rush through these maps. It's crazy. It's confused me at first, yeah, because he had no stats. Yeah. No, I get that, but the whole linking thing is like it now. It makes perfect sense to me, but at the start I was also like, what? I don't know what's going on, right? And you have all these different skill gems and stuff. Like there's so much to learn. PoE 2 is going to be a lot more streamlined, especially when it comes to this, right? There will be no more 6 links in that sense, that like craftable 6 links at least. Like all weapons just come with their own sort of predetermined sockets, which means that like a bow will, for example, always have like 6 green sockets, which is good. In my opinion, not everybody agrees, but in my opinion, that's good. You gotta tab it on day 2, yeah. Had to had 6x, get the 6 link I need. Learn how important it is eventually, right? Just what to do to get the mass killings you do, guys, on the vids. Yeah, it does look cool. And my build is not even like a mass killing build. I mean, it's not bad, obviously. Like this guy's, you know, he doesn't really stand a chance. But there are builds that are much better than this, at like mapping specifically, right? But I think the summoner build, the build guide that I followed, it is particularly like good at just being like versatile. It's a versatile build. It can do everything well, but it doesn't excel in anything. Alright. So I'm immune to poison. That certainly helps here. But I will still die a few times, most likely. Most likely.
I'm faster. Try to catch me. Not so easily. Keep chasing.
So you cannot be in the middle, guys. Here, like.
I'm too quick. Feeding time. I'm better.
But some of them are still like damaging him, right? So it's sort of okay-ish. Okay, yeah, we did it. This wasn't too hard.
Save me from this unending nightmare.
But there's no stone. Oh. That sucks. I have apparently, I think I have all the green stones then. Do I? Probably. Ah, I didn't realize that. Okay, so I thought that wouldn't happen, right? But apparently, I'm not missing anything, right? No, I'm not. This snake though, is he actually still hurting me? He's eating my minions. Apparently, you can still spawn these guys, but then the wrong one, basically, right? So that you don't get the stone. Yeah, I'm not missing it. I didn't pick it up, right? No. It's just not there. Huh. Okay. I didn't know that. I'll show you what I mean when we're back home, right? So, Atlas. Right. So do I have all green stones? No, I don't. I have 6. Why does he not drop a stone for me? Maybe because in that sector I did impact. So it was the Glanek thing, right? Yeah, it was the Glanek thing. Glanek. Here. All right. So I got influence with the green guy, but I did already obtain the stone. Oh, that's annoying. So I need to get influence with the red guy. Well, enjoy, guys. Yeah, thanks, man. Gotta go build a new Ryzen PC for your mom. So she can enjoy her Call of Duty. Well, that's good. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, have fun, man. Good luck. Interesting. This one. Did you know that, Garth? I wasn't aware that that could happen. But that's not great news, honestly. So, then I probably want to be running maps here in New Vestir. Primarily, because here I have not obtained 3 of them. Vestir. So these are going back in. Okay, Sunken City, haven't done for a while. Primordial Blocks, I'm pretty sure I did that one actually. Recently. Courtyard, Courthouse, I did those guys as well. Park, Waste Pool, yeah, I did those. Summit, maybe not so much. Primordial Blocks, maybe also not so much. Let's see if we can get influence, and then we can figure out which ones we actually want to run here. Do I mind running a blue map instead of scouring orbing it? Yeah, I probably don't want to do that. Okay, but we're not gonna juice it up more than this. We're just alchemying it and then seeing if there's absolutely something terrible over here. There's not. This is all fine. Yeah, you need to keep an eye on which watchtowers you need. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I did. Like, I had a theoretical chance, right, that it would... Like, I was running this area, right? Glannick. And if I go to Glannick, see, I have the red one, which is not obtained. But still, I got influence with the green guy. So... yeah. Not totally sure what to make out of that. That's fine. It doesn't really matter. Because at some point we'll spawn Sirius again, right? So it's okay. How are the master missions looking? Einhar, Yun, Zana. Let's do another Yun. Oh, huh? This is a tier 5 atoll map. Wait. That's not good. Let's try more Vestir. Nothing. What am I doing wrong? Vastir. Okay. Vastir. That is primordial blocks, but it's the same primordial blocks as the other one. Like, it doesn't really matter. Let's try these 3 and then we'll see. We'll see what happens. Beyond. Yeah, but I know which ones I need, right? Don't you agree that it's a little weird that if I have this one, it says not obtained, right? And it's the red one, right? Not obtained, red one. And it requires 4 watchstones to socket. So I have 4 watchstones over here, right? And then I get influence, but I don't get it with the red one. I get it with the green guy. Which jewel I already obtained. I don't see how I could influence, like how I can change that, right? That seems just RNG. That I get influence with the right guy. Whereas I would assume that I would always get influence with the red guy because that's the only guy I haven't obtained yet. Which is true, which has been true so far for any other regions as well. So maybe that's just a little bug or something? Because here I have not obtained, in this section, in Vastir, I have not obtained 3 out of 4, right? Green, blue, and yellow. So let's see. But this is a map I haven't run in ages. So I give myself a good chance.
I'm ashamed
See?
of what I
There
did
we go.
last
Looks
time.
like
Oh no, that's an assassin. Oh wait, that's... Oh, no, that's an assassin. That is not a conqueror.
a necessary love to Utopia.
Okay.
Victory must be rewarded.
Remove
I
all
always say.
rivalries.
And while beheading me might be reward for
Can I see the rivalries? I think I can, right? Isn't there... There's a way to see this, right? June, talk to me. How can I see that? Passive challenges. Atlas screen. No?
victory must be rewarded.
Like normally
I
you see
always
like these
say.
green and red
And while
lines over here.
beheading me might be reward for
Okay, how can I see that? This game has also too many of these things. Bestiary. You can't. Not when there's one on the map. Okay, so you're supposed to know this?
victory must
Okay.
I expect you will come at us with a new strategy next time,
Fine.
Bacon. I look forward to it.
Get a bunch of experience for this as well, by the way. Ah yeah, see, there he is. Okay.
There was hope for you before. No longer.
Okay, so we spawned another guy. Oh, this is the girl. The blue one, right? And the blue one we haven't obtained. So that makes sense, I would argue. I don't know. It's fine. So that's good. We'll get a watchstone over there.
Was such a gift. Allow me to pay it forward.
And now that I have... yesterday while watching a stream, I learned that you do actually need to like run maps that you haven't run before.
Automated, a little more sharp. I can appreciate. The question now, Exile, is whether or
Which is definitely like paying dividends, right? Yeah, it could be like RNG, but it doesn't seem like it's RNG. Like it seems to make sense. So I should just be on the lookout for maps that I haven't really run in a while. And then that would be... There's a really good chance that then you proc your Conquerors. This is a horrible map though, like I know why I haven't run this in a while. Oh, someone wants to buy something for 10 chaos. I'll take it. Another Station Vice I put up for sale. Alright. Yeah, let's quickly dump these 3. Yeah, this is a horrible map. Here I actually need like the map as well. And I'm going to be unfortunately skipping a thing or 2. But it's fine. It's fine. Ooh, what's that? An overgrown shrine map. Thanks. Like there's some logic to it, like there is a main road here, but it's not that easy to recognize it. You get a bunch of additional enemies when there is a conqueror that like procced in the map. Because right now, for example, I have these raptors running out of these portals, right? Which is just additional map packs. And I'm under the impression that with this boss, it might be like the least amount of like additional mobs. But it's still not bad. And then we have June, of course, right? Proccing the additional guys over here inside the lab. Like you get a lot of loot in the map usually as well. And the field items, they can be good. Like you have to get a bit lucky with them. Oh, let's not try. Let's ouch, ouch, I'm out of potions. Ouch. Where are you even? Is my army killing them? No, they're not.
Time's up, and you've got nothing to show for it.
I don't know. That's fine. We got Hillock.
Making a new.
You surprised me, Hillock.
Diamond ring. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, so we're quite far in with our levels, right? We're like, what is it, 60%? 58%. And so the more I get to, let's say, the final amount of experience needed in order to actually progress, I'm going to be playing a little bit more careful. Or I'll try to play a little bit more careful. You can't always do it. Because sometimes you just get one shot that you have absolutely no idea what happened. Which kind of sucks. But, you know, we will be trying to play a little bit more careful. Just in order to make it to level 95. Would give me an additional node, which I am currently putting in my own resistances. So I can enchant my gear a little differently. It would just give me a little bit more freedom, I suppose. To, well, to gear up, right? So I'm hoping that I gain 2 more levels, which would give me like 17% to all resistances or something. That's what we still got looking ahead to, looking forward to. Okay. But this is really the only thing you get, like the sacrifice thing. At least with my current loot filter on. Alright.
Life is short. Deal with it.
That was a unique. A saintly chainmail. Let's put a portal out. Just in case that we don't survive. Oh, this is spider balls, right? Yeah, it's a spider balls. Yeah, you gotta avoid the purple thingies, the purple beams. But obviously my minions are doing the work. Is he bugged? Why is he not dying? That's weird. Seems bugged. Seems very bugged. Okay, let's maybe port out. Does that even do anything in terms of resetting bosses? Yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah, because this is what is supposed to happen. And now she should reappear again. Yeah, there she is. Okay. Okay. Well, you know. Guess that works. No loot to speak of. You did too much damage. She stopped it from facing the next part. Okay, well, that's not a terrible problem to have, I suppose. Okay, so we got influence now. So now we can trigger any quest that we want. Or any map, apparently, that we want. Which I find quite interesting. Let's do Alpha.
Hello, Exile.
Hello, Exile. Summit. Summit. My voice, guys. Let's see how Summit treats us. If we can proc her again. Yeah, we can. Ah.
How can we help but hate each other?
Slowly but surely getting to 8 watchstones, ladies and gentlemen. Really not bad. Kill this totem, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I feel my minions also have like a decent mix between, let's say, offensive stuff and damage. Like, I got some elemental resistance on them as well. Quite a bit of additional life. Like, these guys are pretty tanky. We got the Spirit of Offering, I think it is, that protects them a bit more if need be. It's cast on taking damage, which is good. Alright, let's see. Right, and here's Alva. Enter incursion? Wait. Wait.
Let's go.
Time portal? Oh. These guys are pretty tanky. How's that? Why do these guys do so much damage? Okay, let's run. They're super tanky. What's up with that? Like, compared to the mobs in the level. And they're not dropping anything either. Maybe I already completed it. Yeah, I did. Alright, so I upgraded the room. Alright. Maybe that's why. The room's already upgraded, that they do more damage or something? Okay. Right, there's the exit. But it's not the arena, is it? Yet. Oh, it is the arena. Okay, then we might as well do it. Temple does a ton of damage, always has done. Oh, this guy. This guy is like... He one-shots you as well. If you're not careful. Oh, it's the... Oh, wait. I know this fight. Yeah, it's a sort of gauntlet. And you gotta be careful because it's bloody dangerous. Another one? What, did I kill him? Oh, I killed him. Okay. What's up with those spiked gloves? So then the question is, why are these good, right? That's something that I'm not totally sure of. So it's got item level 85. And it does increased melee damage as an implicit modifier, which I suppose is good for melee characters. So maybe this is just a good like base crafting item. But then I check my you know, what's this called? The trade macro, and it just goes for 2 chaos. I mean, I wouldn't complain about 2 chaos, but it's like, is that worth it? 2 chaos? Not totally sure.
Ah, there you are. Ready to revisit the past? The more you kill, the more you change my map. And the closer we get to find
Good craft based and eye level. Identify it, check it. The mods may affect the price. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. We wanna take one of the 2 top doors here, ideally. You find it easier to just check the trade website? I mean, for items that can have like different modifiers, I would probably agree. But for, you know, a regular map or something, I find it quite nice actually. The trade macro. At least to give like some sort of indication, right? I'm not fully depending on it, of course. Ideally we get 2 stones here, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. No. Alright, but at least we got the whole thing connected. It's connected. I can get anywhere except the antechamber, but that's, you know, it's not the worst. We got one more if you want to. Yeah, so ideally we take the... It depends a little bit how we want to run this, huh? I think I'd rather have the thing at the bottom. Okay. Okay, so we'll start up top and then move our way to the bottom. Hey, Christopher. How we doing, man? Okay, let's start up top here. Try and get the stone. There's the stone, and then we move towards the... Holy bloody hell. Guys, there's a totem probably somewhere. Kill the totem, guys. Do I still have to explain this to you? Okay. So many guys. Look at how tanky these dudes are. It's insane. Okay, we only got half of it. We have a good chance, guys. Good chance of like maybe getting another stone, right? Isn't that the case? But that's the one that we want. Maybe he has another stone for me. No, he didn't. Okay, I mean... So what does it look like now? Yeah, it's fine, right? It's totally fine. It's not a bad structure to run. Only the antechamber didn't work. Oh. Yeah, a lot of minions. Yeah, for sure. It's got a shit ton of minions. A shit ton of minions. Abyssal Jewel, rare armor. Yeah, rare weapons, I suppose. Fine. We can do even more. Here. Now we have 40 minions from the Val summon skeleton. This is crazy though. 11 from my normal one. 9 zombies, 2 golems, and 3 specters. That's what? That's 51 skeletons alone. With the zombies, that's 60. And another 5. 65 minions. Alright. Each room's 2 bosses, right? Yeah. I'm pretty aware of how the what's it called? The incursion? Was that the league name? I didn't play it, but it wasn't very complicated, right? I would argue at least it didn't seem very complicated. Oh, why? Nice. Someone wants to buy my wand for 70 chaos. That wand was a that was a bad purchase from my side. So I'm glad someone else found a use for it. All right, nice. I'm great. I hope you're feeling great. Yeah, I'm feeling good. It's the one thing that's not so good is my voice. I'm not sure how well you can hear that, but my voice is definitely a bit scuffed. And it is just the New Year's Eve party, and before of that I was also already a little bit like I had a bit of a cold. So yeah, the voice suffered a bit, but you know, I'm feeling much better than I sound, probably. I'm actually feeling totally fine. Yeah. I had a very civilized New Year's Eve. I think it's fair to say. So it's probably a bit boring. But I've had years, you know, when we did like all kinds of crazy stuff, which is fun. But we're getting old, right? That's basically it. We're just getting old. So we don't do that anymore. Now we had a very civilized-ish New Year's Eve party. And then the host, she at some point she brought in like a plastic bag with small bottles of vodka. Like and they were just a little bit over like what you would normally have as a shot of vodka. I feel like there were like small bottles, and so what happened was that people went like completely mental on those bottles. All kind of drinking games started to emerge and stuff, and like that's horrible, right? So I'm usually not a fan of that at all. Like I usually don't participate because I just know like this is gonna go wrong, right? If I start like basically chugging small bottles of vodka, yeah, I can imagine what's going to happen. It's not gonna be pretty, right? But the other guys, they did, like my friends and everything, and so like 1 hour later. They must have had like 4, 5, maybe even more, right? So 1 hour later, 5 people were like puking all over the place, like, and not just a little bit, like it just didn't stop either. And it was a small party, like it was maybe 20 people, so like maybe 20 people, more like 15 probably. So at some point, like almost half the party was like puking all over the place, like in the toilet, in the kitchen. It was a shit mess, guys. It was all over the place. All right, Chateau, Elder Lookout, another Elder Lookout. It's got 81% item quantity though. 81% item quantity. 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 81% item quantity Desecrated ground. Is that the burning stuff? Because that's sort of annoying. Ranged monsters. Oof. I'm not sure about ranged monsters either. But lookout sounds... It's fine, right? It's fine. Let's do this lookout. It sounds like not so dangerous at all. Let's go.
Contains many strange manifestations.
Yeah, and so the good thing was I wasn't one of them, right? I would have still told you the story if I was, guys. Don't worry. But so I was able to like oh, this is the lookout map. Okay, I was able to like keep my dignity basically, and not puke. Oh, Legion map. Okay, let's clear a little bit first before we do the Legion thing. And then see what we got. But that was my New Year's Eve. The only thing that did happen like was my voice, which was already not great, but yeah, now it's definitely not great. So this should be a general, right? Isn't it? Is this not a general? I think it is. But you see here, like my build is not particularly good at clearing legions, right? And this was like an ideal legion position. But if I have to like move around a little bit, like my minions, they don't really follow suit, right? It gets a bit messy. Holy hell. I got one coral ring out of that. Is that a little disappointing, isn't it? And a bunch of fossils for some reason. Okay. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. Your friend's picture evidence from a party where a guy had puked all over, including the ceiling of the bedroom. That is quite impressive. That is quite impressive. Yeah, like some people have a very expressive way of puking, I feel. Like it's never civilized, I suppose. Like it's never pretty. But some they seem like almost like they treat it like a sport or something, right? Like they take a bit of a backstep and then they go like all over the place, right? Like otherwise, how would that happen, right? Like there's no way. Unless you puke with, let's say, an incredible speed. Wow, an abyss thing as well. Which is an option, I suppose, right? Like incredible speed, and then it just like reflects, even all the way to the surface. Could be. Even all the way to the ceiling. Maybe. I'm not sure how credible that is either. But yeah, it's also like, and I like these two friends of mine, they do have a reputation of doing this stuff as well. Like that's sort of the funny thing. This was not a surprise to anyone, right? And it was not a surprise to themselves either. Like they already announced up front, like, you know, we're gonna get wasted. And you know, when they say that, they mean it, right? They are going to get wasted. And it's just, yeah, I don't know, man. At some point, I've just had enough. Like, I had a couple of beers, usually. And then I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Alright? I really don't feel like having, like, tons of vodka now, for example. Especially vodka. Like, I took one shot of that stuff. And not only was it, like, much more than your regular vodka shot, which was dangerous in its in itself, I would argue. But yeah, it was just... It's vodka, guys. It was horrible. It tasted horrible. There he goes again. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and with vodka, like good vodka, you're not supposed to taste, right? It should not taste like anything. But that was not the case over here. I can tell you that. Rare weapons? No, give me a card, guys. Give me a divination card. Bloody hell. Why did I get him on such like a small surface? I think we killed him though. Alright. The Brittle Emperor. A Highborn Staff, level 85. Maybe I'll take that along as well. An Elder Influence Highborn Staff. Staff? Could be good. Right, so we completed her mission. We're only started in this map. This is why I like Xena maps so much. Like, Xena maps are amazing. Cause you got so much more to go, right? Yeah, the Sextons, we're saving up the Sextons. I'm even thinking of like buying a bunch of Sextons. Like they seem very cheap right now. Sextons. Because you can't really use them all that much, right? Because of the bug with the influence. But I'm sure, like later down the line, they'll become relatively useful. And a Cassie? Oh. Vodka liquor is the worst thing in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah. It's good that your New Year's was nice, right? Yeah, it's good for those better. Yeah, for sure, right? For sure. It's always also a moment where you're thinking a little bit more about the YouTube stuff as well. That it's always like, what am I gonna do with it, right? With YouTube. Every year. Let's just plant an army over here. I think that's the best approach here. Okay, did it. How was your New Year's, Christopher? Did anything nice? Yeah, let's check the corners here. We didn't proc the Conqueror, which is a shame. But I think we're gonna run a lower level map to hope and proc him. And also test out if that actually works. Because if we can proc Conquerors using lower level tier maps, like, you know, tier 11 or something, That wouldn't be a bad thing because I got so many of those as well, right? And we need the watchstones more than anything. So that the watchstones are basically the most important thing right now. Because it will just allow me to actually like constantly sustain tier 14 maps. If I have all watchtowers with like all the gems in it, that would be so nice. Oh. So we're playing a little bit safe. Because, you know, we're a summoner, so we can. And I'm kind of trying to level, actually. Not sure if that's gonna happen, but hey, this is the Beyond boss. And I am the Binding Zone. He never really drops anything good, though. It seems. It seems to be just XP or something. It's a little confusing. Okay, it's a bit more over here. Go! No, don't die. Get away. Bloody hell. Yeah, that's also beyond bosses. Like, these guys are no joke, that's for sure. Here, let's drop something over on his head, right? Oh, he's dead. Okay. Is the other guy dead too? Yeah. Okay, let's drop portal and go inside. This arena. This is also a messy arena. Like this is a messy fight, because I don't completely like fully understand it. That's the messy part about it. Like sometimes I just get one shot and I'm not totally sure why that is, right? Like there's these balls running around and there's all kinds of things happening. See those balls? No, they don't hurt that much. I have the feeling that at some point I just got like one shot by those rolling balls, but maybe that wasn't the thing that actually one shot me then. Okay, fine. Currency, silver coins? No. Do quality gems, I suppose. Currency and rare weapons. And there goes my minions, but it's fine. Okay, we're just launching the army here. Whoa. But still those metamorphs, like, even from a distance, right? They can be insane, really.
I need more mana.
Yeah, I know you need more mana. But just try and kill him, man. So we're taking it slow here because I don't want to die, right? Okay, that's usually a good sound. Yeah, that's a good sound. Okay. Great, nice. Okay. Yeah, we're just dumping all of this, including the stacked decks. So, influence-wise, we need Vastir. Vastier. You can have lower level maps proc here as well, but we have primordial blocks. That's just not really gonna work. Cage. Courthouse. Yeah, they're all lower level versions of the same map. Courtyard, park, waste pool, cage, moon temple. Waste pool, park, summit. Yeah, summit we just did. We could try park, and I suppose waste pool. The other ones we've done like already. Primordial blocks. Primordial blocks. Okay, let's scour this one. Alchemy orb. Is there anything wrong with these maps? No. Double curse was fine. Burning ground. Yeah, the burning ground is a little annoying. I just don't really like burning ground. Because it like literally 80% of the map or something is then burned. Which just seems a bit much. Yeah, there's nothing else. Do we have a mission still for Nico maybe? Hey, Exile. Oh, we can run the temple if we want to. That's fine. Let's first let's just run this with Beyond. I think Beyond is still fine. If anything, it's good for my XP, right? Change your Pantheon then for the map, so you're immune to Burning Ground. Oh. That's actually a good idea. Yeah, I never thought of that. Which reminds me, I should also upgrade at some point my my Pantheon thingies. Like one of them is upgraded, the poison one. The Shakari, I think it's just Shakari. But the Lunaris, not so much. I still also need a map for that, I think. We didn't proc him, which is a shame. And those guys are dangerous, by the way. Like, the explosions from those guys, pretty dangerous. I'll tell you that. I'm just going for that. I'm not going for the actual enemies inside of that. Doesn't seem to make a ton of sense. Yeah, and the boss on this map is in the corner. I kind of like this map, but it's also very easy. Like the bosses here, normally speaking, yeah. And pretty smooth as well, right? Itemized prophecies, I'll take it. And blight oils. Not bad. I'm just keeping a safe distance here. There's really very little reasons to actually like get inside there. Like it makes no sense really as a summoner. Like my my minions, they do the work, right? It doesn't matter. And only the zombies and the golems and the specters, they stay with me. But the skeletons, see the skeletons, they just do their own thing. So I can summon an entire army and they just do their own thing. And I keep being protected by these guys, which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Okay. Two more maps. Waste pool. And these small areas, these minions also work pretty well because they got splash damage, right? Or at least the zombies do. No, but the skeletons too. The skeletons have splash damage as well. I should get a few more prophecies going, I think. I think we only got like, I don't know, maybe 6 or something. Didn't proc him though. No Conquerors, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, hello. Okay, I think the road is safe. These are the kind of maps where you just walk into a room and you get one shot and you have no idea what happened. So, I don't mind like sending in my minions first. Okay, good. Incursion armor, additional fossils. I'll take it. Those fireballs you gotta dodge. Those things do basically one-shot you. Okay, let's send in another army here. Yeah, there we go. Alright. It's fast enough, that's not the problem. We just need to proc these guys. And we get some XP, I mean, it's not all bad. You get your map back. But here it's questionable, right? Like, the 5 KLs that we're spending on Beyond, I feel it's very questionable if that is actually worth it right now. Maybe you should just run this like regularly without the Beyond. Definitely helps, you know, when you have like a breach like this. Cause look at the look at the amount of people. So many monsters. And these splinters are worth KLs. I think 3 splinters is worth like 1 KLs or something. But maybe the ratio is even worse. Oh, hello. So many dudes. I think I will loot one of those unique items if I see them. And then try and upgrade it with that item. Just to see how that works. Okay. I'm just trying to like clear this map somewhat efficiently. I don't dislike this map though, like the primordial blocks is pretty cool. It goes fast enough. It's just that I didn't remember, but I just did this map, so that does really work for proccing the Conqueror. I just don't have that many maps to be able to proc, I feel, when it comes to this part. We can do another region too, it doesn't matter that much. It will just stay influenced. And at some point you will run something, right? That works.
Oops, clumsy me.
Okay, there's the exit. So let's go the other way now. It's also a huge map. Okay. It's a huge map and it's got the boss that I don't really like. But let's see how it goes. Yeah, and now that I play more of this boss, I can't remember what kills me. But probably because I stood still, which is like a bad trait that I have. But I just like standing still and then watching, right? I just watch my minions do the work. It feels good. But it's a bad idea. Yeah, it's a pretty bad idea. Wow, that guy's already dead. Oh no! No! Just lost 2 bars of experience. Why? And then you have no idea, right? What just killed me there? That makes no sense. Here, have an entire army. I'm just gonna go somewhere else. Oh, there's more of them. Is that it? Ah, man. Killed by the Metamorph. Feels bad. This feels bad. Feels bad. Unnecessary as well. Feels unnecessary. Okay, fine. I should really not do primordial blocks. I should just remember this or something. The death and the two bars of experience. Ah, that hurts, man. Okay, we are going to run. I think no more maps for now, guys. I'm just gonna keep the stream small. I think it was like, normally I have a timer here, but I don't actually know. But I think it's about 2 hours. Yeah, it's a little over 2 hours, 2.5 hours actually. Guys, we're just gonna close the stream down for now. I have some other stuff I need to do later. I want to get some breakfast because it is basically lunchtime, but I want to get some breakfast. And I think I'm gonna try and keep up these like small little streams from every now and then, just a couple of hours here and there. I think they're quite nice, especially just to talk with you guys a little bit and see how you guys are doing. And maybe you can see some gameplay, maybe you learn something. When I'm streaming Path of Exile, it's much more likely that I will learn something. That's also good. So thanks for now, guys. I will see you soon. Probably Sunday with a weekly roundup video. And I might make a small video about the channel itself, just about the direction that I want to go into. So we'll see about that. Alright guys, thanks for watching for now, and bye bye.